Welcome back to a new video of Adrian's Film Collectibles. Well, for this video, I'm just going to do a little talk about the latest project that I've been doing, and that is that I've changed my whole display at the Laurel Museum, and I've changed it several times over the last few years, and this is coming up to over 4 years now, actually. So it's amazing how time flies and it all goes around so quickly, and this is just really good and really exciting because I've had a lot of good comments on feedback and a lot of likes. So thank you very much for that. And that's absolutely fantastic. And I really appreciate that. And it's really lovely that a lot of people are still interested and still interested to want to see stuff on Laurel and Hardy as much as their films. But I've also had comments with people that, that they want to visit again this year and see the museum, which is very positive and very, very good. And that helps me a lot, and also Mark Greenhill, that runs the museum, because it gives you a lot of enthusiasm and drive and to keep doing more, and also to change things and make it interesting for everyone. But just going over some of my notes, because I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but the reason being is to change the display of what I've done this time. Is a lot of it is stuff that I couldn't have out, or stuff that that's been away, so I've not really enjoyed it. There's no point having all this stuff if you don't have it out to enjoy, and that's my whole purpose of it. There's no point me having it. I might as well not have it at all if it's not for everyone else to enjoy. So when you have a collection as big as I have, it's good to share and show, and it makes it all the more interesting for me as well. It wants us to talk about different subjects, not about just the ornamental stuff, but also all the sign stuff that I have, or documents, or posters, and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of the paper stuff as well is as equally as fascinating and important in the Laurel and Hardy film history. That, but yeah, so I'm doing it for me, but I'm also doing it for Mark at the museum, who runs it. I'm also doing it for the late Bill Kubin, the original curator. This was all his in the beginning. He was the one that really put it on the map, and that's how it really inspired me. So I'm going back to when I was 10 years old. I have spoken about this in past videos, but when I was 10 years old back in 1989, when I visited the museum with my parents, and for the first time, and came here to Ulverston, that I'd never been to anything like this before, and it was very, very exciting at the time. So it was a very small little museum there in Upper Brook Street, but it made it what it was, and it was just going into another world, like a paradise of Laurel and Hardy, and that's what inspired me to start my own collection, and that's how it expanded and grew over time. And it's just absolutely wonderful to be able to keep the interest going. But it's also become quite a serious, like, collecting sort of hobby, passion, obsession that I have. And but also the other thing is that I'm also doing this for the town. I'm doing it for the people of Ulverston. I'm doing it for the holiday makers that come here. I'm doing it for people that are far and wide, or all over the world, that visit the museum. And that's just a blessing and a joy, and it makes me very happy, because if I can make someone else's day happy when they go to the museum, then the better. That's a good feeling. We have so many bad things going on in the world, as enough as it is, so it's always good to see something like Laurel and Hardy that have no bad in them whatsoever, and it just takes all that away for a little while, and you can just escape from all that, and I think that's a really great thing to do. And I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it very good and attracting to whoever who wants to see it all. and I hope to expand on it. I hope to put more in, or what I could do, you know, and change it around. And those are all plans that I continue to do. Um, but just going by my notes, so it, in a way, I'm just very lucky to have a very small part of my collection in the museum in Ulverston. Uh, so you know, when I think back on it, how was I to know that back in '89, that when I went to the museum, met Bill, uh, that I would one day be living here in Ulverston, and I would have my own collection and also be able to have it there in the museum itself. That was never planned. It was never planned back then or through the years of collecting. It's just something that developed over time, and it happened, and that is just wonderful. But I think all in all, my mission is keeping Laurel and Hardy alive for future generations, as well as other big Laurel and Hardy collectors and loyal fans, because it's down to those people to help educate everyone else, the younger generation, to then enjoy their films that they were and they are today, as we see them. They were two very vulnerable people in a very hostile world. You know, a lot of their films were through the Depression. There was they both they both lived through World War I, World War II, so they lived through very, very bad times, very uncertain futures for everyone, all the world. And I think with Laurel and Hardy and just their pure funniness and their innocence, we can really relate to them. We can really understand them. And sometimes we understand their struggles or their you know, their difficulties, but also the funny sides that we can relate to ourselves. You know, sometimes we can do really stupid things, and you sometimes think about, did I just do that? Did I really do that? You know, and you do look back on it and laugh about it, because like Ollie said, he said he sees many Laurel and Hardys when he liked to observe and just watch people. And of course that came across with his Ollie character as well, how he would watch different people. But anyway, so there it is really. Of course I'm wearing this top, which doesn't go with Laurel and Hardy at all, but with the Heath Ledger Joker, but it just goes to show my different variations in interest in film in general. But I have all my cabinet stuff here that's pretty much all in cabinets, and I'm quite happy with everything I've got here on display. That I've taken a lot off the floor so I can get around more and see everything. But I want to keep adding stuff, and I want to keep it interesting for the public, and that's my happiness, to make everyone else happy. This is what it's about. So it's the joy of sharing and showing what you love and what you collect. So like I say before, it is a little bit about me, but it's also for everyone else, and that makes me very happy. So again, thanks for everyone for putting lots of likes on my videos and comments. Some are public and private messages, which is really, really lovely. So it's really, really nice, and I'd say I'm just so blessed to be able to have what I've got and what I've collected over the years, and able to pass it on and to share and show it. So look out for the next video, and hopefully there'll be some more exciting items that I can show on Laurel and Hardy, and if not, Charlie Chaplin as well. As you all know, I'm into Charlie Chaplin just as much. So thanks again everyone, and look out for the next video soon. Bye for now.